What are they going to do for Scream 7? It's a bit harder to say.
That is up in the air.
It is up in the air. The only thing that we know is that the director of the film, they got Kevin Williamson, which I'm actually excited about because he is the writer of Scream 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah.
And he's directed one movie, I think like in the 90s, but he's writing and directing Scream 7. And the only 2 cast members confirmed for the next movie are Neve Campbell as Sydney and Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers.
Which is fucking crazy because you got to think about it like this, all right? We have been building up Tara Carpenter and Samantha Carpenter for these past 2 films. And now Sam Carpenter's actor, what was her name here? Melissa Barrera said some controversial thing over social media. I don't know. I do know, but I don't think it's worth repeating. It's irrelevant.
Oh, yeah.
She said some controversial stuff over social media, and she was immediately fired for those comments. And then Jenna Ortega heard this and said, okay, well, if she's not in it, I'm not in it. And she quit as well. So not only have we lost 2 of the big leads, but now we're thinking, okay, we built up these leads. What the fuck are we going to do for the 3rd one? Holy shit. Are we just going to throw away the storyline of 5 and 6?
Unfortunately, it seems like that's the route they're taking.
It has to be, because how are you going to bring back Chad and Mindy and have this be like,
Yeah, you can't bring back Chad and Mindy without Sam and Tara. It wouldn't work.
So it looks like we're just going to completely okay, Scream 6 was the ending of their characters, I suppose. Right?
Yeah. In a way, it's not a bad ending.
Yeah,
because I do like that final shot of her dropping the Ghostface mask.
The core 4 survived, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then, also, there wouldn't be a new Ghostface to go after them. Because Ghostface was just trying to get revenge from what happened in Scream 5.
Right.
And so it's like, okay, they killed, the rest of that family. No one else.
It had room for a trilogy, but yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm actually not as scared now because we were thinking about the ending of Scream 6. Is like, that's not a bad ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not a bad ending.
And also with Kevin Williamson, leading this one, I feel a bit more confident with it than I did, say a year ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just like the idea that, okay, the guy that created Scream essentially wrote the script for 1, 2, and 4. I have faith. I think he can do a good job. Directing wise, I don't know. I haven't seen that one movie he directed in the 90s, but writing, I think it'll be pretty solid.
Yeah. I'm definitely scared for the directorial stuff because, como se dice, at the end of the day, like I've seen projects where like they hire an old member, but he assumes a new role, and it kind of falls apart. I think they did that with Saw, where it's like, okay, we brought back the writer for this, so now why don't we put him as like his first directorial debut? And it was terrible,
Yeah. I mean, some people would also, use The Predator as an example. Shane Black co-wrote the original Predator, and then he made The Predator, the 2017 one. He directed that one.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like it.
Yikes. Yeah. So
I liked it.
That's for another day.
That's for another day.
But no, at the end of the day, do I have faith in Scream 7? You got to,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this franchise hasn't given you any reason not to doubt. Or there's no reason for you to think that another movie would be bad, because there hasn't really been a bad movie in this franchise yet.
There have been mixed bags, but it's never been
There's been mixed bags, but there's never been
more negative than positive.
Exactly. And so, with Kevin Williamson writing and directing, I expect the same. Can he pull off what he did in Scream 4?
Oh,
maybe.
Man.
Or will it be another Scream 2? I'm kind of fine with that too.
Yeah, just
don't let it be bad.
Just with better production, please. Oh my God.
And then, Sydney and Gale coming back. That feels like the safe, it's a safe choice.
Now we're happy that they didn't kill Gale off, right? Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I mean, even just Sydney in general, like by herself, going back to Sydney as your lead, that's the safe option.
Yeah.
Started with her, end it with her.
Yeah.
Assuming the next one will be the last one.
That's gotta be. I mean,
yeah.
Now that they built up these 2 characters and now it's no longer going anywhere. I mean, at this point, you can just think of like fucking Scream 6 as like a spin-off.
Yeah. That's a fun way to think about it too.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of upset that Christopher Landon isn't gonna direct Scream 7 because I was really excited when they announced him.
Yeah, what
'Cause he
happened
did
there?
Happy.
It just fell through.
So it was just with the whole with Jen Ortega dropping out and then the lead getting fired. He said it was a dream quote. It was a dream job that turned into a nightmare. And so I think it was after those two were gone. They just the script was probably in production hell, and they didn't know what they were going to do for the story. And so the only thing we
In
know
typical
about
Scream
his
fashion.
yeah the only thing we knew about his Scream movie is that it was going to be a Christmas movie. So that would have been interesting and fun to see.
Agreed.
And he also said that he would have loved to find his own way to pay tribute to Wes Craven. So I kind of like the idea of like new horror filmmakers going into the Scream franchise just to pay their own respects to Wes Craven,
Absolutely.
a horror master in his own right. But yeah, no, that deal unfortunately fell through. So now we have Kevin Williamson, who I do have some faith in. I think if you're gonna get someone, get the guy that made the franchise.
Yeah.
So but we'll see. I have a strong feeling that Scream 7 is going to play it really safe. I do kind of hope they keep the Christmas element of it because that feels unique.
I mean, Kevin Williamson, yeah, definitely would have been a good choice. He did the 2 Happy Death Days. He did Freaky. But he actually
he
did
did.
something that I enjoyed back in my childhood. It was a Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Just a really
Scout's Guide to the
dumb,
Zombie Apocalypse.
yeah, just like a dumb, fun like zombie movie. That's definitely very mid 2010s, absolutely. But I don't mind.
Yeah.
It was fun, dumb, and he's got a knack for that horror mixed with comedy. He definitely does. So he definitely would have been a really good director for a Scream film. So just missed opportunity.
And then I've heard from Dead Meat that the Paranormal Activity movie that he made, the marked ones, is actually really fucking good. I haven't seen it yet. But I've heard his Paranormal Activity is actually really, really good.
5
and
out
really
of 10 on IMDb. It looks like these critics got it wrong again. We'll see.
I mean, the Paranormal Activity franchise isn't looked back on fondly, but I rewatched the first two like last year. That first one still holds up. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty creepy.
It's that fucking. I'm telling you, it's the fact that there's no music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
build up, you just never know with that fucking silence. Ugh, cabrón. It's so fucked up. People always say it's like, with the lack of music and the slow pauses, it's just boring and startling. It's like, man, maybe for you, but for me, cabrón, that shit can get scary, bro. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, a lot. People say Scream 4 feels very 2010s. When I think of 2010s horror, I'm thinking found footage. That's just real.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's the Paranormal Activity. It's
SOS, yep, that's very true. 100%.
that shit dominated the 2010s.
Fuck me.
Yeah,
But
that franchise is dead.
yeah, which at this point, how many times can you do Paranormal Activity over and over? It's another family, another another ghost story,
Another house, another ghost. Oh no, it's the same ghost from the first one.
What's great
Who gives a shit?
What's great about those movies is you could do it with such a low budget. It's criminal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean that original one was made with like this hella small budget. Let me Google what it was.
Yeah, I'm actually doing that right now.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity budget. What the fuck? The film was shot for $15,000. What?
Yeah. Yep.
Holy
and then think
shit!
of how much of a mega giant that movie was.
That's 45,000 less than the Blair Witch Project.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? And then Paranormal Activity 2? What? Don't tell me. Was released in theaters with a $3 million budget. Holy shit. Paranormal Activity blew it out the fucking park, huh? Holy shit.
Yeah. Nah, but I mean, think about it, right? They made that original movie for $15,000. Shit made $200 million.
That's what I'm saying. Talk about your ROI. Holy fuck.
No wonder there's fucking 8 movies or some shit.
And then second one made $177 million. That is a $174 million profit. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, dude, that's why that Blumhouse fucking that business model is amazing. Low budget horror films with great marketing.
Yep.
It just works.
It just works.